Looks fake as hell, Lee.
Yeah, I know.
That's one thing. It looks fake. I don't think it's real. But yeah, supposedly Angel Garcia knocks out a dude for his son in a barber shop. I hope that was new, damn it. I'm over
Yeah,
here
I don't know.
reporting it.
It is what it is.
Well, did you even watch it? You didn't even
Yeah, no,
watch it
I
on.
watched it. Yeah, I don't know if it's real. Hard
Oh,
to
it's
say.
not real. No, no, no. We're gonna clown that shit either way. I don't want it to be like 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? But it's not real. The setup, the angle that he takes to punch, the guy turns his back to the camera because it's a fucking fake punch. I mean, to me, it doesn't look real at all. I don't know what Danny and his dad are doing right there, just trying to get hits on YouTube or something, try to look a little cooler. If it is real, his dad's a total douche. Yeah, sucker punch. You're a boxer and you have to fucking sucker punch someone? Are you serious right
Yes.
now?
Well, actually, yeah, I believe that.
You know what I'm saying, Lee? Like that, dude, it's a coward ass move. If that is a real video, that's why I'm leaning toward it's not. I think Angel Garcia has a little bit more respect for the sport than to be showing kids how to sucker punch a dude who's taught. And the dude didn't even do shit to his son. He literally tried to. He said Danny sucks or Danny isn't fighting who he wants, whatever. Regular fan stuff, right, Lee? And then when Danny Garcia comes into the barbershop to confront him, the kid puts out his hand, or the young man puts out his hand to shake it. Like, hey, my bad, get on with it. Gets up to follow him out of the barbershop because Danny kind of like hit his hand and turns away and walks. And when the kid gets up, he turns his back to the camera, and that's when Angels, takes the punch. It takes the swing. I hope it's not real. Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to tell you guys the only way Danny Garcia beats Keith Thurman is if he hits him with the body shot. Keith Thurman needs to learn how to take a body shot before facing Danny Garcia because that's the only chance I think they have. Danny, he's not going to be able to hit Keith Thurman flush on the chin. He's too wild. Keith Thurman is too technical, I believe, for that. I see him picking Danny apart, actually. I don't see this being a long fight. I see it being a dominating win for Keith one time Thurman. He's just too good for a sloppy, wild, power punching, one dimensional fighter like Danny Garcia has turned out to be. Danny, if you're listening or if anyone's listening, tell his ass to learn how to throw a body shot, or if he does, throw a lot of them in this fight because it's the only way you're going to win. Keith Thurman has shown time and time again that he can't take a punch to the body. I think that's the only shot they have.
And for the final 15 minutes of the show, the lightning round. Andrew, there's so much news, we have to lightning round all the news stories. Are
What's
you
this?
ready?
Oh yeah, can I throw out one?
You can start it off. Go ahead.
Did you see the heavyweight champ with the what is this song? I got high. Yes. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Oh, Tyson Fury's driving around town singing out the window because I got high. It's not a good thing. Go ahead, Lisa.
Wow. All right. Lightning round. Here we go. First of all, Gennady Golovkin goes up to Big Bear to go train for a fight that he's not having. What the hell is that about? Unless, hey, by the way, if you're in the LA area, go up to Big Bear and you can meet Gennady Golovkin because he's running around in boxing and he's at the Big Bear facility.
And I guarantee you he will stop and talk because
He
he ain't
will.
doing
He's
shit.
he's awesome.
He's not doing shit, Lee.
He's not doing shit. I don't know why he's not doing it in Santa Monica by his house.
He's off until next year.
He's off until next year. Why would he go to training camp? Why?
Hey, he is 34. Look, I'm telling you, they're all waiting. I
All
don't
right.
want to say it. I'm just a fan. I can't
Okay.
call them all
Well,
punks.
let's
But
go.
they're all waiting.
Let's go to the next lightning round story. Andy Lee wants a piece of Golovkin.
Yeah, he'll do it. He's not American. Yeah, the Americans are the ones that scare. Oh no, Canelo's a little punk ass too. Throw him in there. But nah, the Irish kid, Andy Lee, ain't scared. Andy Lee ain't scared. He'll get in there. He'll get knocked out like all the rest of the white guys that step in the ring with Golovkin, but you could do it.
All right.
That's all really Golovkin's knocked out, man. I'm just stating facts here. He's beat up a lot of white guys in there. Andy Lee could be another one.
Yeah, he can be one. All right, lightning round. Klitschko's hurt, now out for 2016.
Fuck. Yeah, it was too good to be true. Look, that was a gift to Anthony Joshua Lee. You can't have a fight scheduled twice the both fights get dropped and then take on a contender like Anthony Joshua. This kid, he's like Jesse Vargas Pacquiao, but with hella power. They're already we're calling Anthony Joshua the next Lennox Lewis. I haven't heard anyone say anything compare Jesse Vargas to anyone yet. So this is actually Jesse Vargas when he fights Pacquiao. This is the fight that will really be able to compare him to someone in the past. Anthony Joshua, that man looks like Lennox Lewis already. He looks like a very, very young Lennox Lewis. Big frame, big body, perfect heavyweight fighter. If you ever wanted a heavyweight, Anthony Joshua would be up there in the rankings, just the way he looks, the jab, the right hand, the power. Don't want that fight. I was nervous on that fight. Of course I wanted to see it. We all need big fights in this sport right now, but yeah, it would have been a hard one. And the only reason why, Lee, if Klitschko didn't have 2 fights canceled, I'd pick Klitschko all day. But man, it was a real risk with Tyson Fury, dicking around with him the way he did this year.
I agree.
Shame on the gypsies. Mad at all gypsies right now.
Mad at all gypsies. HBO is doubling down. It's getting close. We're about 3 weeks away, and HBO's ramping up their machine on the Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev. They made a round of press conferences. HBO starting their 24 series, or whatever the hell they call it. Your feelings as we now start into, they've basically had their training camps.
Back and forth all day, Lee. I'm back and forth on this fight.
I'm still like everything that I've seen online, Kovalev has literally been training since there was even an inkling about this fight.
Yes, he has.
And Andre Ward can talk all he wants, and my God, he is possibly the most technically gifted boxer to ever walk into the ring. And if he pulls this out of his ass, because it would be.
He probably would be, yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's, like, I'd actually have to argue that he might be the greatest boxer of all time if he can pull this one out of his butt.
When you're talking
but I mean, he's got to do what he did in the Super Six.
Like, could you imagine undefeated since 14 years of age? Undefeated. He fought like a 30-year-old too when he went through the Olympics. One of those, I think it was a Russian he fought. Excuse me for not knowing his name, but he fought like a grown-ass man, Lee, and whooped him too.
This is a guy who went through a legit Super Six tournament, right? Now takes the time off, comes back. If he goes in against the man who retired our next news story,
no, come back. There you are.
If he actually goes in and stops Kovalev, right? Stops him or at least gets a decisive win.
Yeah, just beat him.
He is the greatest boxer of all time. Like, I don't see how you can't say that. Yep. He's fought for decades. Now we're into decades, Andrew. Yep. Decades.
Not only did he eliminate the super middleweight division at one time, being a 7-1 underdog going into that tournament, he defeated Chad Dawson, who was the light heavyweight king at the moment. This is the second light heavyweight king he's fighting. This isn't the first. Kovalev, you ain't new, buddy. He's been down this road before. Chad Dawson was a bad dude before Andre Ward knocked him out too. So yeah, Andre, he's definitely the body of work. He's already an all-time great, but I don't know how you can't drop him in the top 10. He beats Kovalev. I don't. You'd be a fool not to have him. I know he's not flashy, Lee. I know he's not the fastest fighter. There's going to be guys out there saying, but come on. How can you win for this long? Because I'm even going in amateur. When you've been undefeated since the amateurs, you got to throw that into his all-time overall body of work. You have to. This is a kid who hasn't lost since what, like 1992, 94? Are you serious right now? We're about to be in 2017. I told you guys before, whoever listens to this show a lot, he is the greatest untold sports story right now. And when he beats Kovalev, I hope they start preaching what Andre Ward has done ever since the age of 14.
Which takes us to the man that Kovalev is basically retiring. Bernard the Executioner Hopkins did his press conference this week. No, nice try. Bernard Hopkins did his press conference out in front of the forum. He is guaranteed that this is his last fight until the end of that fight. And then he will tell us that it's not his last fight.
That's right.
And then he will want to fight Probably the winner of Andre
Lee,
Ward, Sergey Kovalev.
give me the opponent's name. Give me the opponent. I could have swore the kid was Joe Smith. The kid that Bernard is fighting.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's like Joe. It literally is like Charlie Brown.
Joe Smith or something. All right, listen. This is the guy that knocked out Fonfara, Andrade Fonfara, the one who knocked out Chavez Jr.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is Bernard taking one of the hottest fighters in the division?
He's taking a legit top 10.
Exactly. Don't tell me you're retiring. Yeah, right, Bernard. Hey, go buy my ticket. It might be my last one. In case I win, though, if he wins, he's like automatically top 10 in one of those damn belts.
No. He gets the winner of Kovalev Ward. Legit. He's the next in line for Kovalev Ward. And $100 million payday if he can win.
All he has to do is win. I bet you he's already signed. Mr. Smith is already a Golden Boy fighter. If he wins, hey, kid, we move you on. I'm going to step aside. But come on now. I was like, when I seen the opponent, I was like, he's a damn liar. He is not retiring if he knocks this kid out. Stop it.
On the undercard of Kovalev Ward, Clarissa Shields,
nice.
U.S. Olympian, is making her debut. Yes. The first time that a female, for those of you who don't know, she is a woman. It's not a guy.
Two-time.
Women's amateur making a pro debut. This is the first time we've seen a woman come out of the Olympics with that much hype.
Yep. Two-time, that's why. She's got both 2 gold medals. She's going to be big. I don't know how far it goes. It's women's boxing. But you know what? Women's boxing is getting momentum here in America. Everywhere else, Lee, they love women fighting. So she's going to have a good career either way. But it is starting to get momentum here in the States also. You see, it's because of social media. So I think women's boxing, they've done a good job of prettying their girls up before putting them out on social media too. You see these posters, they're a lot different now, especially the ones coming from the Latin world. Jesus, it looks like they put those girls in bikinis with boxing gloves on, but it's working. It's a hotbed over there. They even get TV time over there. So whatever it takes, you got to put on a little lipstick to take the photo. That's what you have to do. If that's what it takes. So women's boxing is definitely coming up. I won't go any further with it. I was going to try to dig myself out of that hole, but I just went deeper. Just going to leave that one alone. But you know what I'm talking about, Lee.
Yeah.
It's a big difference from the 90s.
Our last story is on a down note, and I don't
You don't want me to dig on.
No, I don't want you. I'm hoping that your lady's in the room and you can explain it to her. Or I'll send her. If she listens to the show, you're screwed. You're just legit screwed. I can only imagine what people think. Wasn't Lee like the guy who said all the crazy shit? Yeah, I was. Past tense. Andrew's got me beat. We have to do full shows of Andrew crazy now. Last story. And I wanted to end on this note because it's a big deal. So Vernon Forrest was found dead. This is a few years back for those that follow that. So the third man was convicted with the death penalty, possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
You've been following this since the beginning.
Yep.
What the hell went on here, and why is it taking so long for all of this to actually play out, Andrew?
I don't know what took so long for the third gunner to get to come to this to come to his, I guess.
Do we have a legitimate reason why these guys wanted Vernon?
Oh yeah, they robbed. Okay, look, supposedly what happened, Lee, was they robbed Vernon Forrest at a gas station. Vernon was with a friend. It was like a girlfriend's little boy. And they weren't together.
Oh, this is the car-to-car thing where Vernon started and got
then he
shot.
Chased them.
Yeah.
These guys,
and by the way, I'm glad the archives aren't here because I come off as a complete douchebag. But yeah, and I still have a problem with it to this day because Vernon did the wrong thing to do when you have a kid in the car.
Yes, he chased them.
He chased him.
And one of them jumps into the bushes, and Vernon run past them. The guy jumps out and shoots him in the back, and that's why they're all getting, hopefully. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that, but that's why they're looking at
alleged. Yeah, they're looking at the death
penalty because that is cold-blooded murder.
Long.
We're looking at, I think, 7 years. I want to say 7.
Yeah.
it's probably been 7 years, and this guy got to, finally got served.